Well, back to school time is right around the corner, and today we have Chef Danielle here in our kitchen to give us some quick and easy and inexpensive things that college students can make, because of course, Danielle, they are always on a budget, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
So these are some things that they might have, little things they can buy to make sure that they have some snacks and meals in their dorm rooms.
Yes, and it doesn't require anything except for a coffee maker, a microwave. That's it.
And most college students do have a coffee maker. They need that caffeine, right?
Yes.
Okay, so where are we going to start?
We are going to start with an omelet that you can just make in a mug in the microwave.
Really?
And you can stuff it with vegetables, and it actually is a really healthy breakfast, because a lot of college students, like myself included, will a lot of times just go to a fast food place or grab Starbucks or something, and it's usually not very good for you.
And it's a little expensive as
Yes,
well. That
it
money
is.
can add up. Okay, and I'm thinking new moms can also take part in this lesson.
Yes, they can. And one thing that's great is if you're in a dorm and you don't have a lot of storage space, Food City sell these little cartons of eggs, and then you don't have to keep as much space in your fridge taken
so
up.
just a little half dozen.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm just going to take 2 eggs, and I'm just going to crack them into this clean mug.
And I was clean because, you know, college students, you got to make sure their mugs are clean. So we'll rinse
Definitely.
it out afterwards.
And then we're going to just take some cheese. I like using mozzarella. Going to put that in here. And then it's amazing, Food City sells already cut vegetables. So then if you don't have a knife or all of these utensils in your dorm room, you can just buy all of this pre-done, and it's not even that expensive.
Very quick
If
and
I can
easy.
even get it open. Oh, there we
you
go.
go.
So right here I have some onions, so I'm just going to pour some of those in. And then they also have the same pack, but they have green peppers, onions again, and then some
yeah, they're a little
mushrooms.
stir-fry
in this one.
combo.
Now these are a little big, so I'm just going to take these and rip a couple of them up. And then you don't have to worry about even having a knife. You just use your hands.
So far we have a celery, onion, pepper, cheese omelet.
Yes, and we'll just stick 1 mushroom in there for good measure.
And you will be the envy of everybody on your floor.
Yeah, then you just take it, you stir it up really, really well, make sure that the eggs are all broken and it's all mixed up, and then you would just put this in the microwave. It takes anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half to cook, but you want to stop it every 20 to 30 seconds and stir it.
Okay.
And then it's like a scrambled egg omelet, and I don't know if you can see in there, and just use your imagination to see what it looks
So
like
you can
when
put
it's cooked.
anything you want in that omelet.
Yes.
And you're going to throw it in the microwave, keep stirring it,
Yes.
and how do you know when it's done then?
You know when it's done when the eggs are no longer liquidy. A lot of times when you stir it, you'll find that there's like pockets of liquid egg in there, and you don't want to eat that. That's disgusting.
So you want to keep stirring until we
Yes.
see no more liquid egg.
Definitely.
Got it.
One other thing you can do using the coffee maker is you can take broccoli. A lot of people blanch their broccoli, which is where you just boil it lightly. So you just take the broccoli, you can tear off some of the stalks, put it in a mug, and then I'm using one of these Keurig coffee makers, so then it's perfect just to do 1 cup of broccoli.
Which is probably 1 serving.
Exactly. So then you would just load up your coffee maker with the water, let it pour and fill up in here, let it sit for about 5 minutes, drain the water, maybe put in a little butter, salt, pepper, and it's perfect. You've already got 1 serving of broccoli.
Which is so nice because a lot of times college students tend to eat the foods that are not so good for us, maybe put on a little bit of weight. So we've got some great options here with a healthy breakfast. We've got cauliflower, and I'm guessing you could use that with other vegetables as well.
Peppers, you could even, you can lightly boil eggs. If you do this, it's called a soft boil. It's a little liquidy on the inside if you want to like dip it in bread or something like that.
All right, and as you can see, she's got some other ideas that we're going to be talking about coming up a little bit later on in the show, including some dessert options. You're also going to be blogging about this as well.
I am. You can find all of this on indanielleshead.com.
All right, indanielleshead.com. Lots of cool stuff going on in there. We're going to tap into it coming up here in just a little bit. Don't forget, too, for Power Shopper Tips, foodcity.com. All right, welcome back. We've got Chef Danielle here in our kitchen and working for you college students today, giving us some great ideas. We've already made some omelets, so we've had a healthy breakfast.
Yes.
Oh yeah, those look good.
Now we got some pizzas, which all college students know about.
Definitely, and ordering a pizza can easily be 20 bucks. So this you can make for at least 5 people and only spend about 5.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
So it's a really good deal. All we're gonna do is we're gonna take a mug like this, We're going to take some of this cooking spray. It's just olive oil.
You're into these mugs, aren't you?
I am. We're just going
They're
to
all
spray
purpose.
the inside of it.
Yeah.
Make
And a little
sure
bit
it
of the
doesn't
outside,
stick.
evidently, too.
Apparently. Then we're just going to take some of these canned biscuits here. Food City has them really, really cheap. They're only like $1. And then we're going to just place this inside the mug like that.
There's your crust.
Then we're going to take some just spaghetti sauce. And I like to put a lot of sauce in this because it evaporates really easily.
It
so
evaporates.
now we've got that. Yeah, there's a lot of water in it.
Okay.
So then we're going to just take mozzarella cheese, pile that in there.
It's like a layered pizza.
It is. And they even
It's like a
sell
pizza parfait.
these
almost.
little, yeah, it is.
Pizza mugs.
They even have these really cute little mini pepperonis. And they're perfect for like if you're just going to eat this with a spoon because then you're not like finding the pepperonis trying to get a full
okay.
bite. So now we're just going to layer that on one more time.
So it's a stuffed pizza.
Yeah, and you kind of want to push it down as you go because this really rises when you put it in the microwave.
Oh, we're making a whole nother layer.
Yes, it's 2 layers.
Layers of
this
goodness
pizza.
and cheese. Goodness.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to be a pretty popular kid on the floor when you come up with something like this.
I am, and you can honestly do this at work if you have a fridge that you can just keep the supplies in and you have a mug and a microwave, you can just cook this there.
Okay.
So then you would just pop this in the microwave. It took me about 3 minutes to have it cooked, but once again, you're gonna have to stop and just let it settle a couple times. Don't stir it, but just let it settle. Otherwise, it's just gonna make a huge mess.
Oh, and we don't want that
No.
because college students are not very good at cleaning.
No, we're not. So the next thing we're gonna do is this guy right here. He is a cake in a mug, and they are so tasty and so easy, and it's incredibly cheap. You can probably get, I don't know, probably 5 at least out of this one box of cake mix, and this was $1.
Oh, nice.
And I love the confetti cake mix,
Yes,
too.
and it just looks so much fun. So all we're gonna do is I have a 1/3 cup cake measure here, if I can get it to fit, and we're just gonna take this and pour it into the mug.
A third of a cup.
Yes, and then we're gonna take 1 egg.
And we're just doing, I mean, I love that there's no mess. You don't need any
Right.
bowls. She's just throwing it all in a little mug.
1 egg right in there.
Okay.
All right.
And then we're going to take just a little bit of oil. This is just so little that I don't even measure it, just like a little dollop.
A dollop of oil.
Like that.
Okay.
And then I use almond milk for this to add a little bit extra protein. And also my husband's lactose intolerant, so every time I can substitute it, I do. And this lasts a lot longer than milk. Milk will go bad faster. So then just a little bit of that as well.
Which is great for college students because
Yes.
sometimes it takes them a while to go through
You
things.
don't have to worry about it going bad. That stays good for probably like a month
And you
or
can
two.
actually get smaller containers of that
You
now.
can, but then you just mix it all up, and you want to just mix it till there aren't any lumps at all,
Okay.
and then it's going to resemble cake batter, except it's a little more yellow because this will taste a little more eggy than your normal cake batter, because normally for the whole box of cake mix it's just 3 eggs.
Right.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little more eggy, but if you had enough frosting, you're not going to be able to tell. So put this in the microwave for like a minute, minute and a half, and then you have this guy right here.
Awesome.
And it is so good to eat when it's warm. Food City sells this amazing frosting. It tastes so good, and it just comes out of a can, so then you don't even have to pipe it on. Add a couple sprinkles. Tell me what you think.
And you said too that oh, it's nice and warm and
It
gooey.
is.
And it feels like cake.
You
It
can use
does.
the leftover for some pretzels and just spin those on.
It is so good. And while you guys are eating that, there's a
So
couple
good.
other things you can make in your coffee maker that I'm not going to show you, but just thought I would mention. You can do ramen noodles in there, and you can also make oatmeal, and it's so healthy if you'll just throw in some berries, some extra fruit like that. And I know my college students, we eat a lot of ramen, so maybe stick an egg or 2 in there and get a little bit of protein.
Stick an egg in there.
Yes.
Stick an egg in there. Hey, you're going to be blogging about this?
I will.
It's in your head?
And Danielle'sHead.com.
I love her head. She's full
Right
of
in
good
there.
stuff in there. Check out her blog for more information, and for more Power Shopper tips, you can go to foodcity.com. I'm going to try that.
It's good.
Very
Good.
tasty.
We're back with more right after this.